so I just feel really fortunate to be not only American. You know, it's funny, I was really nervous about singing the national anthem, and they're like, and I thought, you know what, it's not about me, it's about a tribute to being born in this great country, right? So I take that really seriously, and I work with a bunch of charities, you know, everything from the Hispanic Heritage Foundation to this other charity called MOST. And I just feel like, especially for Latinas, for example, my role model in the entertainment world wasn't my mom, because she doesn't know anything about entertainment. It was Rita Moreno, who is Puerto Rican and one of the few people in the world to win an Oscar, Grammy, a Tony, and an Emmy. And so I thought, you know what? I'll never forget when I was on the George Lopez show, 12-year-old girls running up to me and saying, "Oh my God, Veronica, she's so funny, she's so fashionable." And I thought, wow, I'm not just making decisions to pay rent, I'm actually making decisions to represent girls. And so from that moment, I'll never forget, I wish I still knew those 5 girls, because they totally changed the game for me. I thought, whether I like it or not, I'm a role model for girls. And I thought, how cool to play a millionaire on TV. You know, you have like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And I thought, on the George Lopez show, Veronica was a millionaire, and you never see that. So you never see that. So I thought, okay, even on Dexter, when she was doing like her love scenes or whatever, I was like, I want her to be cool, and if she's on the phone with Dexter, I want her to be studying, because she's a psychology major. So I felt at that moment that people are very affected by what they see. So I just started picking roles that were representative of girls as smart and all that stuff. And I just give back as much as I can, you know, whether it's with time, I'll go to college trips with them, I'll answer like any questions they have about, I'll just spend the day with them. Like I'll go to the Sparks game with the MOST girls, and they have a blast, and I get inspired by them, because it's so rough, you know, being an actor. There's a lot of ups and a lot of downs, and I always say it's like being a baseball player. If you have a .3 batting average, you're still in the Hall of Fame, which means that 7 out of 10 times you don't make contact with the ball, but yet you're a highly specialized success story in your field. So even if as an actor, you don't get 70% of your jobs, you're still a success. And so I make sure to talk to them about it. And we went to the Sparks game a few years ago, and I was inspired by this girl who's 5'1". Everyone told her she could never be a professional basketball player, and she's like, I'm gonna do it. And she did it, and I'm like crying. I'm like, you're so inspiring. And it was just because I was there with the MOST girls. So I really do a lot of work with them, and you know, a lot of times they're more educated than their parents by the time they're in 5th grade. So I tell them to like keep, I said, do you like being told what to do? And they're like, no, I hate it. And I'm like, if you don't like being told what to do, then you have to get an education. Because to me, very simply, in 3 words, education equals choices. That's it. And if you don't like being told what to do, open up your opportunities
and be the boss.
And be the boss and start. And now there's no excuse. Like you can literally start a blog, start a company. And so I really would love to see more Latina astronauts, CEOs. And so I try to give back, lead by example, and donate how I can, whether it's with time, whether it's with money. I have a Dream Foundation, you know, I'm a big supporter of them as well. So, and Step Up organization, which is a women's organization. And especially as girls, this is what I notice working in a lot of male kind of dominated shows, is guys help each other out all the time. All the time, like no problem. Like, hey, I help you, will you help me? And I just feel like girls, especially like young girls, we cannot tear each other down. We just can't do it. Like we have to stick together. We have to support each other. And if we do that, I am totally convinced that we could like run the world. You know, so I encourage young Latinas, like even as actresses, like Gina Rodriguez from Jane the Virgin, and Genesis Rodriguez, and Natalie Martinez, we don't compete with each other. We're all friends. And so I really hope that if that's, like I could die a happy person if I can start scholarships for like young girls who have the grades but don't have the money. I could like die peacefully, no problem. But I really hope that, you know, girls stick together and build each other up, because I see the guys do it and I'm like, yeah, I like that. So it's a really exciting time, and I just try to give back as much as I can, but I wish I could do more.